Hey guys, HDvee here, and welcome back to a brand new video going over the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, coming out later this year. Today, we got a rumor going over the Regis that are coming out, and then some other stuff as well, some new Gigantamax forms, everything like that. Of course, this is just a rumor though at the end of the day, so as always, take it with a grain of salt. No idea if it's true or false or not, but always fun to take a look at anyway. So if you're excited for today's video, drop a like down below, really does help out. Make sure to leave a comment. What do you think the typings of the new Regis are going to be? And also, what other legendary Pokemon would you love to see get a Galarian form in the DLC? And subscribe as well if you're brand new, it's completely free. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this rumor to go over, and then we also have this one. They don't really link, but they basically just talk about different things about the Regis, so I thought I'd include them both in today's video. So, this popped up on the 24th of February. It says, Sword and Shield DLC leaks 2, Ask a Greninja. It says, hey guys, I'm back with another Sword and Shield DLC leak. Of course, this isn't a leak, you know, it's a rumor, but they say, and this one is an interesting one. There's a Gigantamax Pokemon I forgot to talk about, and that's Gigantamax Jigglypuff. Now, this is, of course, fan art. This isn't what it looks like. I could not find the artist for this Jigglypuff, so if anyone knows, let me know, and I'll put their link in the description down below. But yeah, this is obviously fan art. This isn't like the real thing, if Gigantamax Jigglypuff is going to be a thing. It says, just like Gigantamax Pikachu and Eevee, this Gigantamax Pokemon can only be acquired through a special way. If you have save data for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on your Nintendo Switch, a delivery man will show up at the Wedgehurst train station and he'll give you the Jigglypuff. The reason for the Super Smash Bros. Connection is that this Jigglypuff is a reference to its final smash where it grows to a gigantic size. So I don't know how I feel about that. It'd be a good way to obviously cross the two games, even more so than they already are. There's obviously a bunch of Pokemon already in the Ultimate game, and just all the different Super Smash games, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, a Gigantamax Jigglypuff, again, it wouldn't be able to evolve just like Eevee and Pikachu can't. I wouldn't be against it. It'd be a cool little Gigantamax form to get. But yeah, maybe we'll talk about like what moves it gets later on. But yeah, all in all, it's not completely out of the blue to see something like that happen, but at the same time, it is like, why now, you know? Like, why would they bring that in with the DLC? I don't know. That's just kind of the question that I'm putting on the table. Anyway, it says, in its Gigantamax form, Jigglypuff gains the same white patches on its body, similar to that of its evolved form, Wigglytuff. It also has yellow eyes, like when it gets the Smash Ball. Its Gigantamax move is Gigantamax Lullaby. This normal type G-Max move puts all Pokemon on the opponent's side of the field to sleep. So that's super broken. That would be crazy, crazy good. As it's just like Pikachu, Eevee, and Meowth, this Jigglypuff cannot evolve. I also managed to get more info on the two new Regis that are set to appear in the Crown Tundra. So, Gigantamax Jigglypuff, it's not really a Pokemon that I could see happening, really. I mean, it's a bit of a random one, you know. Of course, obviously, Eevee, Pikachu, Meowth, they all can't evolve because they're Gigantamax form. If it was me, I would have thought that Jigglypuff would have been released with those, but then at the same time, maybe it's another way to get the DLC. But then again, it's in the Wedgehurst station. It's not even like in a part of the DLC, so you don't even, apparently you wouldn't even need to download the DLC to get the Gigantamax Jigglypuff, because Wedgehurst station is at the very start of the game. Anyone can access it. If it was in like a new part of the DLC, then fair enough. But at the same time, is it going to be a code? Like, I mean, obviously it's a save data thing, so you just go up to that random guy. Like, does he just appear in Wedgehurst station from now on, or is it? I don't know. You know, this is what I mean. Does this random guy just stand next to the Eevee and Pikachu person? Like, I'm really not sure, like, what would happen. It would make a lot more sense if this person who gave you the Gigantamax Jigglypuff was in a new area or a new location in the Isle of Armor or the Crown Tundra. I just don't know how they're going to work him into Wedgehurst Station, personally. But anyway, now we're going on to the two Regis. Now, I thought that what looks to be an electric type Regi Pokemon would be Reggie Shock, and then it looks to be like I don't even know, like, obviously the pictures here. These are the two Regis, so that looks to me like it's an electric one on the left, and then on the right kind of looks like a dragon dark. I mean, it's literally like a Charizard tongue. So, but again, it does look like a dark type. Anyway, let's listen to let's read the rest of this part of the rumor, and then we'll move on to the second one. So it says Reggie Light. It's an electric type with the ability Clear Body. It has notable moves being Thunder Shock, Curse, Thunderbolt, Ancient Power, Lock On, Dazzling Gleam, Zap Cannon, and Superpower. So Reggie-Light, I can't really see it being called Reggie-Light, because it's not a light type. Light type's not in the game. I could definitely see it being called like Reggie Shock or something, but at the same time, the Reggie names aren't really something that they've really thought about too much. You know, it's literally what the Pokemon is. It's Reggie Rock, Regice, Reggie Steel. It's literally just the typing. So would they call it Reggie Electric or something? I don't know. Reggie Dark is the next one, which again, I could see it being called that because, like I say, they don't really push the boat out too much for these names. But yeah, Reggie Dark is a Dark type Pokemon with the ability Clear Body. Again, notable moves being Bite, Curse, Crunch, Ancient Power, Lock On, Phantom Force, Zap Cannon, and Superpower. And I say that's all I've got. See you guys next time. So he's gonna have to have a biting type move. I mean, just take a look at that thing. Like, look at the teeth on that. Yeah, so he's definitely gonna have. I don't even know what typing it could be though. It does look like a Dark type, but at the same time, it's literally. It's in the mouth of a dragon. You know, looks like Charizard, but it could just be like any random dragon. So it could easily be a dragon Reggie. Like, we don't know. I think the one on the left is definitely electric. You know, it's literally got like lightning or thunder. Or it could even be an extent Reggie Grass. You know, it could just be some really weird plant thing. But no, it definitely looks like an electric shock there. But yeah, the other one, we have no idea. Anyway, this rumor came out also on the 24th of February. Interesting. Which was a Monday. It just says expansion packs by Anonymous. So Avery, which is of course one of the rivals. I think Avery is for Shield. He has a Galarian Slowbro, which is Psychic Poison. And then Clara has a Galarian Arbok, which is Poison Psychic. Now, of course, Avery is the Psychic type trainer and Clara being the Poison type trainer. Interesting how both of these Pokemon have the same typing. Surely Avery would have a Psychic and then that's it, and then Clara would just be Poison and that's it. But you know, a lot of people are speculating that Galarian Slowbro will have some sort of Poison typing because Galarian Slowpoke gets Acid and stuff like that, and then Galarian Slowking, a lot of people are predicting to be something like Dark type or a Ghost type or something. But yeah, Avery and Clara I think will have you know, a unique new Pokemon. Whether that will be a Galarian form or not, who knows. Then he says a Gigantamax Dragonite in Shield and Gigantamax Tyranitar in Sword. I would think that'd be the other way around. Tyranitar is the more bulky one, I'm pretty sure, and then Dragonite is the more, you know, you could see that doing more you know, physical and special damage. So yeah, Gigantamax Dragonite though, a lot of people would like, and Gigantamax Tyranitar is a Pokemon that got thrown around like so much when we found out about Gigantamax Pokemon. Everyone thought that Gigantamax Tyranitar was coming into the game, so obviously there's still a chance. I'm sure we're going to get a few more Gigantamax forms, and I'm sure we're going to get a few more new Pokemon as well. The only interesting thing about those two is that Tyranitar is already in the game, whereas Dragonite isn't. So, I mean, it's not a huge problem, it's just interesting. Then it says the new Reggies are based on the Middle Age and the Age of Enlightenment. So it doesn't actually say anything about their typings or anything like that, it just says what they're based on. So I'm guessing the Middle Age would be the dragon or something, I don't know, and then the Age of Enlightenment would be the electric. It says some of the dinosaur fossils can be completed as individual Pokemon. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are like, are we getting the full fossils in the DLC and stuff? I don't think we are. I can't really see that happening. I think the whole point of the fossils, they've even got a backstory and everything with like, it's something like loads of, I think it was like British scientists found fossils and put them together, but it was incorrect or something. They put different dinosaur fossils together to make fossils that, you know, that before obviously corrected it and stuff, they didn't exist. So it's just kind of like a backstory to that. So the fossils are being put together wrong, creating these new Pokemon. And then that's that. There's loads of different backstories. Like Shiny Cramorant is to do with the seagull that fell in Curry, and everybody thought it was a brand new bird, but it was just a seagull in Curry. So that's the whole point of Shiny Cramorant. There's loads of different backstories for these Pokemon, which is really cool. But yeah, that's the fossil one. So I don't think we'll get individual fossils. Maybe we will. Who knows? Then it says 5 hours to complete the Isle of Armor expansion for a hardcore player. Updates will occur with further tasks. So 5 hours is not long at all, but it is just DLC. I think it would definitely be at least like 8 to 10 hours though, but he did say for a hardcore player. Again, we don't even know how it's all going to work, because if you could just bring all your Pokemon into the Isle of Armor that are all like level 100s and Eevee trained and Ivy trained, like, you're going to smash through the DLC. You know, you probably are going to do it in about 5 hours, but then what's the point, you know? Like, what's the point of going into the Isle of Armor with a team of level 100s, all perfect Pokemon, you know, perfect IVs, perfect EVs, everything like that, you're just going to beat it super easily. What I really want to happen is you're not allowed to touch the Pokemon until you beat the Isle of Armor, because we know that we get the Legendary at the start of the game. There's like 100 Pokemon from like past generations and like a couple new Pokemon thrown in as well that you can build a new team out of, and then once you beat the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra separately, that is when you can access all your old Pokemon. I think something like that should happen. Plus it'll give you a chance to use all of the past Pokemon, and you know, I don't know, that's just what I'm gonna do regardless, like if you can or not. Like I'm sure some people just want to fly through it and then complain about how easy it was. I mean, come on, like if you're gonna use loads of level 100s, it's gonna be easy. But yeah, that's just something that we'll have to see what happens. But that's going to be everything for today's video though, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting that like button down. Let's try and hit 500 likes today. Make sure to leave a comment. What do you think the typings of the Reggies are going to be? What do you think the names are going to be? And also, what other legendaries would you love to see get a Galarian form along with the legendary birds? And then subscribe as well if you're brand new. We do daily Pokemon content on this here channel. That's everything from me though. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See you all on the stream later. And until next time, peace.